Hello and welcome back to the Spookins horror channel, a place for us to speak all things spooky wooky. I'm Sam.
I'm Sarah.
Today we're back on Tier Maker. This time we are rating found footage movies on our little thing we've created that Sarah's going to take you through.
Yeah, oh thanks, yeah. I'm really excited to do this one. Found footage is one of my favourite genres of horror. So the first here is footage found in hell. That's scary, great horror, just the best found footage. Next we've got Glad They Found This Footage, which is, it's not super scary, but it's a good film anyway. We enjoyed it. Next we've got But Let's Put It Away, which is for films that were good, but we probably won't watch again. It's worth a watch. Then we've got They Certainly Found Something, which is for movies that aren't awful, but are just pure background noise. And then we've got Should Have Stayed Lost footage, which are films we just didn't particularly enjoy. And we wish that they had stayed lost.
Yeah. As it says.
Yeah, as it says. So let's dive right in with the first one, which is As Above, So Below.
It is indeed the France movie in the catacombs under Paris.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
Where would you put this?
I would put this movie in. I'm glad they found this footage.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad they found this footage. It's not my favourite found footage horror film, but it is kind of scary.
It is scary, yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm glad they found this footage.
I think from what I remember, this movie for me took a little too long to get to where we're going.
Yeah, I think so. And it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think glad they found it. Above.
Should we put it? But let's put it away.
I've watched it multiple times.
Have you?
So
I
would say glad they found this footage.
Sure.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Blair Witch Project.
The granddaddy of found footage.
Yeah.
And there's you can't put it anywhere else.
It has to be footage found in hell.
Footage found in
I'm
hell.
particularly very scared of the Blair Witch.
I know you are.
I don't know why. We don't really live near a forest.
No.
I don't know. I just find the Blair Witch really scary. I say we don't live near a forest. We live near a national park.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is. And sometimes walking through there in the evening, I get very scared that the Blair Witch is going to come and kill me.
Yeah,
so.
There's a lot of places around us where it feels like you're in the Blair Witch. And I think that's cool to us a bit. We also did a Blair Witch escape game once by Hunter Killer, who are not sponsoring this video. But it's very good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. We did both, didn't we? One and two. They were really hard.
There's two-parter what they've made, which is worth getting your hands on if you like games like that.
Yeah.
It's an at-home escape room. Let's move on. Cannibal Holocaust.
That should have stayed lost.
Absolutely should have stayed lost.
We didn't finish it.
We did not. This is just it's just gross.
It's just gross,
and not in a good horror way. It's just gross. It shouldn't have been made.
No, I wish I'd read more about it before we watched it, because I probably wouldn't have if I'd have read more about the film and its production. But not for me, not for anyone really. There are very few films where I should say are not for anyone. Cannibal Holocaust is not for anyone.
No, not for anyone. Yeah, don't even go near it. And if you do contemplate it, please read about it first and all the controversies that come along with it.
Let yourself know what you're getting in for.
Yeah.
It's not a film to go in blind.
No, not at all.
No. Next up, Creep. Now, I really like Creep.
I know you do. It's one of your all-time faves.
It is one of my all-time favourites, but I don't think it's footage found in hell.
It's it's not scary, is it? But it's one where you 100% are going to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've seen it loads of times. I was going to say it's not scary, it's creepy, but that's literally the name of it. It's well titled. It is really creepy, and I like that kind of horror as well. Really gets to me, where it's social horror. Speak No Evil, things like that, where the horror comes from having to fulfill social conventions. Yeah.
Joseph is one of the all-time great horror characters
He is,
as well. Like,
yeah.
absolutely stands up there with any horror character you can name. Like Joseph is fantastic
He
and
is.
played brilliantly.
Yeah.
So
By
yeah,
Mark
even
Duplass.
if just for him, if you go and watch this movie, like it is.
It's such a good character.
Yeah.
It spawned a sequel and the TV show as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely give it a go.
Dashcam next.
Dashcam,
which is a newer one. I think it came out last year.
Yeah, I can't remember when this came out. It is fairly new. It's one of the most annoying films I've ever seen, but I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean, I kind of mean it in a bad way, but not like it shouldn't have stayed lost, is what I'm trying to say. It was annoying, but it was meant to be annoying.
Yeah, I would probably leave it where it's fallen there and let's put it away, because I think it is worth watching. It's just a wild...
It is
a
wild
ride of a movie.
A lot happens. And yeah, I think you're right. But let's put it away. We've seen it. We're probably not gonna watch it again ever. if it's somewhere between these two, but let's put it away. And they certainly found something. I enjoyed it enough but let's put it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Deadstream.
Which is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
This is a really funny movie.
It is funny. The effects are shockingly bad.
Oh, absolutely
Awful,
dreadful. Yeah. If you're looking for like a real horrible, like scary or like well made, not well made. Well made is a bit mean, but
like a higher
sense.
budget effect monster. This ain't it.
No.
But having said that, it's a lot of fun. It's a well-made film. It's well directed, well shot, well acted. I am a bit torn on this one because I don't think I'd watch it again. Having said all that,
which feels mean because it's better than Dashcam.
We'll put it above Dashcam. Yeah.
We
can come back to Dashcam.
We'll order the line. It can go there.
We'll come back to Dashcam at the end and see where it feels right. Because I just wouldn't feel... It wouldn't feel right putting Deadstream in the same category as Creep and As Above, So Below.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all. But yeah, Deadstream's worth watching, but yeah, probably you wouldn't go back for it. If you want a nice horror comedy, this is probably leans more comedy than horror.
Yeah.
But a lot of it lands. And that's all you can ask for.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So next up we've got Followed. Do you remember Followed?
I do remember Followed. This is in the hotel.
It is in the hotel.
When they go to record the haunted hotel.
They do go to record the haunted hotel, and this film has a scene I think is kind of distasteful, where they recreate the it's based on a real hotel, the Cecil Hotel, is that the name?
Cecil Hotel.
Yeah, and they recreate.
It's the Elisa Lam, is that her name?
Maybe.
Yeah.
They recreate the footage, and it's a little distasteful.
It is.
But the film is about influencers being distasteful.
Yeah, it kind of follows on from it feels like a mockumentary of Logan Paul. in some ways.
It does. So whilst I do think that's distasteful, the rest of the film contextualizes that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was actually, I think I quite enjoyed that, didn't I?
I liked this movie. I thought it was good.
I think Dashcam has to be moved down.
I think Dashcam has to go down because these two movies are
they're one above.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
There we go. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum.
Yeah.
This is a big cult one.
Yes,
Cult.
it is.
People, the people like this movie a lot.
Yes.
Are we part of the people? I thought this movie was scary in places.
Yeah.
It drags though.
It does. There's a lot of time.
Feels long.
There's a lot of time in between anything happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, but let's put it away. I don't want to watch it again because it dragged. And I didn't think that the scares were enough of a payoff.
Yeah.
And the ending is just wild. So yeah, I don't think it's a big enough payoff for sitting through the rest of it. And it's quite confusing as well.
Yeah, it does get a bit confusing. And I don't, as you said, I don't think the ending is one where I wanted this to go.
No, I didn't want it to go that way.
I just didn't think it really was that good.
Yeah. So next up we've got Hell House, LLC. So where we're looking at ones like this with series, I've only gone with the first one because it felt like you'll see later on when we do Paranormal Activity, there's like 6 or 7 of those films. So this is just the first Hell House, LLC. For me, this is footage found in hell. Hell House LLC really scared me.
Hell House LLC is a scary movie.
It is very scary. I'm very scared of clowns. So that might be a personal thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where you would put it.
I think it would sneak into footage found in hell for me.
Yeah.
It would be kind of somewhere between these two layers. I think it's really good. I think it is really scary in places. And while we're on it as well, because we're not mentioning the franchise, whilst this franchise does fall off, the latest one, which was Origins, is really good again, and I think probably I prefer that one to this first one.
I think the first one and the last one, although I don't know if there's been any more since Origins. There's another one coming out, isn't there?
There is one coming out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's out yet or not.
That is definitely the most recent one.
But recording. The last one and this one are my favourites. They do take a weird turn. But yeah, for the first one personally, it's footage found in hell. I found it really scary the first time we watched it.
Yeah, it is very scary. If you're coulrophobia sufferer, probably not for you.
No, is that clowns?
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience it's scary if you don't like clowns. Should we move on to Host?
Yeah, we move on to Host.
Host is tricky for me because Host came out during a time when we were all inside, and I lived alone at that time. I had only just moved out into my first solo home. It was the first time I'd ever lived alone. 3 months later we went into like no one leaving the house, and then Host released. And so for me, terrifying, because I lived alone. I'd never lived alone before. I'd always lived with people. And then we kind of got shut down as a country. And then this film dropped and I watched it and I found it so scary because I was by myself. So for me, it's footage found in hell, but I don't know what you think about Host.
This subgenre of horror, and then this like really niche subgenre within the subgenre of like webcam found footage is the horror that scares me the most.
Fair.
Like easily, found footage is the subgenre of horror that gets to me the most. But then within found footage, this new like webcam wave
horror
is absolutely terrifying to me. So literally any movie that comes out that is like that instantly begins its
Host is going in footage found in hell.
Yeah, so it is
going
I thought
I was going to have to fight for that. That's fine.
No. I am webcam horror scares me a lot.
Okay. So what have we got next?
Nori, The Curse, the one we watched most recently.
Yes, and I think this is the same thing as Gonjiam in that it has good moments in it. I'd say it has more good moments than Gonjiam, so I would put this in glad they found this footage.
Yeah.
But it suffered from the same problem in that it drags in places and it's a bit confusing. As well, I think the issue we might have had with Gonjiam and Noroi is we could have experienced some translation issues.
Yeah.
Which might have made it more confusing than if we were native speakers. But I think glad they found this footage because I enjoyed it more than Gonjiam. Oh, I don't know actually.
I would go the other way. I think I enjoyed Gonjiam more.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think I would leave them.
Let's put them on a level.
I would leave them in the same tier.
That's fine.
But yeah, personally, I think I enjoyed Gonjiam slightly more. Okay, next, we have Lake Mungo.
I think they certainly found something.
They did find something. Yeah.
The problem with Lake Mungo is we finished watching it. We didn't finish watching it.
No, we didn't.
We stopped it before the end and have read more afterwards that the ending is like the best bit. But my problem with that is that I don't want to sit through the rest of the film to get there. That doesn't make a good film for me. No,
and I found this film just incredibly boring.
Yeah.
For like throughout, just nothing really scary.
No.
Nothing all that interesting.
No, that was the thing for me. I found it really boring.
Yeah.
I think they certainly found something because there are some things of merit in it. It's not should have stayed lost footage because lots of other people have found good things in this.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to say it should have stayed lost because to have Cannibal Holocaust in there, which is for nobody, Lake Mungo is for some people, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
So I think they certainly found something. I'd be really interested in what you guys think about Lake Mungo. Did you finish it? And if you did, as I know many people did, what did you think of the ending? Does it make up for the rest of the film for you? Because I hate that reasoning in movies, and I don't like it when someone says, it's like TV shows as well. I started Breaking Bad. I found it really hard to get into, and I was told keep going, it gets better, and I'm like, I don't want to. Like I don't want to sit through a slog.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of Lake Mungo. Anyway, moving right on.
If Blair Witch is the granddaddy, then this is the daddy of found footage. It brought about the resurgence of found footage in recent paranormal activity.
I know that sounds ridiculous, but what you have to think on. Yes, the series goes like wild and spirals out of control. That first movie is scary.
The first movie is terrifying, and like my journey home from the cinema after watching the first Paranormal Activity is the single scariest night I've ever had in my life.
Same. This film came out, I think, just after my sister moved to university, and we shared a room all of our childhood, and then she moved away, and then I went to see Paranormal Activity, and I was so scared. Like I was like by myself, and I was so scared. I think I probably snuck into it because I don't think I was old enough to see it. Yeah. Which added again to the horror because I was too young for it. But yeah, great film. Found footage found in hell.
It is. It's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, same with the next one, really.
Oh, Rex. Yeah, Rex banging up there as well. Can you tell we like found footage?
Yeah,
this is a bit
Rex
of an unbalanced list.
Terrifying. Like I love I love and hate. I both love and hate claustrophobic horror. I love it, but it really scares me. So.
Yeah, no, Rec is brilliant. Yeah, go and watch it. Yeah. Please do not see that it's Spanish and think that that's going to put you off, because it is definitely worth it. And to be honest, there's very little dialogue anyway.
Yeah.
Through most of it,
it's
from what I remember.
Film.
It's very tense, very scary.
Next up, we've got Spree.
Spree, old Joe Keery.
Yeah, I'm glad they found this.
I am very glad they found this. I really enjoyed this movie.
It's not a great movie, but it is a great movie at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it is a great movie.
My enjoyment of it was that of a great movie, but I see the issues with the movie, but I really enjoyed it.
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun.
He is so good.
Yeah, the performance is brilliant. He proper does carry this.
Yeah, he does. And it's weird because it's not going in the top category, but out of all the films in this list, Spree is the one I would recommend the highest.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Visit I haven't seen.
Oh, I can rank this one. Surprisingly good, but I think but let's put it away. It's a Maniac film.
Okay.
And it's good, it's decent, but I've not watched it since, and I probably won't watch it again. So
okay.
Yeah, it's got a classic. Actually, maybe I am glad. Yeah, put it in. I'm glad they found this footage. Now I'm thinking about it, really actually did enjoy this movie. Yeah.
There you go.
It's got a classic Maniac twist. One that I actually didn't see coming. Acting in it it's weird, but yeah, it's a good film. I'm glad they found it. I probably will watch it again, you know? Maybe we should. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
We'll watch it.
There you go.
Unfriended.
Unfriended was the first big one of the social media webcam screen cap horror. And it's up there for me.
Oh, is it? Okay, that's interesting. I was stuck between glad they found it and but let's put it away.
Always go in there then.
Okay, fine. Because it didn't really scare me. but it's a better movie than it gets credit for.
Yeah, it's definitely a better movie than it gets credit for.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the first VHS film. Again, we're not talking about the whole franchise here. We're just talking about the first one. And the first one I'm not a huge fan of.
I am not a big fan of anthology movies anyway. There are a couple in the VHS series that I can watch.
Yeah.
Beyond the first one isn't one of them.
Yeah, I think the first one, it's got some decent segments, but it's just... It's creepy, but not in a good way. Like, the characters are creepy. There's a lot of weird vibes against women in it. I think they certainly found something.
Yeah, because
it shouldn't have stayed lost. Like, it's fine.
No, because I'm glad the franchise exists. Like, they found a formula to which they could make a really fun horror franchise that has produced some really, really great moments.
Yeah, and there are some good segments in the first VHS film. Like, I can't remember. I'm terrible for remembering the names, but the one, I think the character's name is Lily, is great. But the rest of them, I think, they certainly found something with VHS 1. They found a good format for a franchise.
Yeah, so well done.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, it's nearly like
it's nearly. We need an extra one at the top.
Oh no!
Everyone recommend an extra one that we can put up the top in footage found in hell to make our thing a perfect line.
Yeah, we need one there as well.
So there we go. We need 2 movies from the audience at home. 1 footage found in hell and 1 should have stayed lost.
Just to satisfy my need to have it be
just to give us
a nice line.
A really good line.
But anyway, this is it as it stands. As I say, found footage is one of my favourites and I'm really glad that we did this. There are a few that were on the list that I wanted to watch that we didn't get to watch in time. So maybe we'll watch them in the future.
I'm sure we will. We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to found footage because there are so many. But let us know what you think of our list. Any glaring omissions that we haven't included or anything you completely disagree with. I will listen to all opinions except those pertaining to Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, no opinions on Cannibal Holocaust, please.
Thank you for watching. I'll let you do the YouTube stuff because you know how to say it better than I do.
Like this ting, subscribe to this ting, and please hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next do this ting.
Future things. Yeah. Okay.
Bye.